What's up, you guys? Godzilla Fan Freaks coming at you today with another figure review. And today, we are going to be reviewing the Bandai Orga figure. Now, just to get straight on into it with this figure review, let's take a look at his tag. Here's Orga's tag. Very nice front cover picture of Orga from Godzilla 2000. On the inside, all your legal jargon stuff and probably like stats and other stuff over here. And on the back, you have your licensing sticker along with the poster of Godzilla 2000. So, very nice tag for Orga. Mine's not in mint condition. As you can see, it's like all wavy and bendy, like it was. It's probably been exposed to like humidity and other stuff like that. Because I know humidity can make cardboard and stuff wave like that and everything. So, but other than that, it's a nice tag, all in all. Now let's get on to the amazing figure that is Orga. I've been wanting an Orga figure for a while, and as a lot of you know who watched my G-Fest haul for this year, I picked Orga up, and I'm very happy that I did. Orga was another figure that I bought from Mike Johnson. At the time, I didn't know that was Mike Johnson who I bought the Orga from. But when I bought Rodan, my X Plus Rodan, I was like, huh. So I actually got two things from Mike Johnson this year. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, Orga is very nice. Let's just go straight on into it with paint job. For the base of the figure, he's a very pretty much grayish figure, nor light or dark grayish. He's pretty much just a flat gray, and also has black highlights that run along his back here. And let's see, he also has black shading in the shoulder cannon there, and he also has some black shading on his tops of his arms. A little more black on this one than there is on that one. He does have silver highlights as well. He has one going down the middle of his back. Let me get him a little closer there. He has one going down the middle of his back, and then he also has some silver shading all along the top of his tail. He also has silver, is pretty much the paint they used for his claws on his big-ass hands and his feet. Let's see what else. Yellow eyes, very yellowish eyes that stick out on him. His teeth are white. Inside of his mouth is red. My favorite part of the figure is the top of his head here, which is a nice metallic aquish blue. Now, we never really saw Orga's like his full color because he only appeared in nighttime in the movie. We never saw him during the day, of course. And but when he bit onto Godzilla's arm, when he was taking Godzilla's DNA or whatever he was doing, when he bit onto Godzilla's arm, his head kind of turned a greenish color, but it really wasn't blue. But I think that's what this paint is here for. Why it's not green, I don't know, but it is a very nice aquish metallic blue, and I think it's a very nice touch on the figure. I think it just looks amazing, very nicely done. He has white. He has some white shading on his chest. That's kind of an odd color for Orga. You wouldn't think he would have white on his chest from what we saw in the movie. I don't know where all the silver highlights come from either, but the grayish and the black highlights that are on his back and his hands and running along his sides here, all that seems like legitimate color. But the silverish, the blue, and the white seem to be off. But again, we only saw Orga at nighttime. We really didn't see what his actual color was, but he was more or less gray and black. Moving on to Sculpt. Sculpt is very nice. Bandai never wimps out on their figures. They do a very good job. Bandai Creations, which is pretty much Bandai America, I can only imagine if they made an Orga figure what it would look like. It would probably look like a pile of melted vinyl. It probably wouldn't look anything good at all. Bandai, original Bandai from Japan is where it's at with Godzilla figures. Orga is no exception. The definition of his skin all over his body is amazing. Just all the different grooves and, crevices. Just everything all over his body. The tail is very nicely done and sculpted, as well on the bottom. The bottom of his tail is not just like, flat. It also has detailing and definition to it. Even the bottom of his feet are detailed. Most figures, the bottoms of the feet are just, flat, smooth. Not with Orga. The bottom of Orga's feet, very nicely detailing even on the bottom of his feet. Very nice touch. Hands are very nicely sculpted. Fingers are very nicely sculpted and everything like that. The head is very nice, shoulder cannon and all that. Just very nice skin definition and just detail-wise with this figure. I mean, you can definitely tell it's Orga. Looks amazing. Just the detailing on the top of the head is just amazing. All the grooves and everything. Just looks beautiful. Even on the inside of the mouth and on the roof of his mouth. It's tough to see, and I know I won't be able to get it in the camera shot. But if you have this figure, or if you get this figure, definitely. I mean, even in the top of his roof of his mouth, they got detailing in there. They got his tongue in there, even on the bottom. Just detailing everywhere. The bottom of the feet, inside the mouth. Just detailing anywhere you can imagine with this figure. It's just amazing. Next, we'll move on to articulation. Orga, he has several points of articulation. Starting with the arms. His arms can only like swivel outwards and inwards like that. He is kind of a soft vinyl, so you can definitely raise up his arms and stuff like that, and then we'll just go back into place. But you can definitely move his arms up and down like that. But as far as a articulation joint goes, just right there at his shoulders, both of his arms move inwards and outwards. Let's see, his legs will move forward and backwards as well. So both legs, very nice range of movement. You can get very nice walking movement if you're going to do something with stop motion. And lastly, his tail can turn. And that's about it. No head articulation, no waist articulation, nothing else with Orga. That's it. Just his arms at the shoulders, legs, and his tail. That is about it for Orga. That's it for articulation for him. Next, we'll go on to scaling. And I only have one figure I'm going to scale him with, and that is the 50th Anniversary Memorial Box Godzilla 2000. They're pretty much the same height. I mean, Orga might be his hump on his back might be a little taller, but I think those both meet around the same area. They're pretty much about the same height. Now, I think in Godzilla 2000, I do believe Orga was substantially, not substantially bigger, but a little bigger than Godzilla at least. But, I mean, these two size in well. They look great together. They look fantastic. I mean, the 50th Anniversary Memorial Box Godzilla 2000 is probably the best Bandai Godzilla you can get. And, of course, this is pretty much like the only Orga figure that's a good one from Bandai. And these figures just look beautiful together. Pose them on your shelf together, facing each other or side by side. They look astounding. They're just the perfect match. How's that? Anyway, you guys, that's all I got for Orga. And what else can I say? He's a great figure. Definitely recommend him. I know Orga was hot this year at G-Fest because everyone, even Greg was saying, you know, he sold out of them. And I know a few other tables sold out of Orga because I tried to get... I was actually, you know, I told my story of the Orga. One of my buddies got an Orga with the tag, and he didn't want to keep the tag, so I took the tag, hoping I could find one without the tag at G-Fest. But I just didn't get into the dealer's room in time, so I had to buy one with the tag, so I'm pretty much stuck with 2 Orga tags and 1 Orga figure. But that's fine. I wanted an Orga figure, so I got one, and I got it from Mike Johnson nonetheless. Anyway, you guys, that's all I got. We are Godzilla Fan Freaks. Like always, please comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next video review. Thank you for watching. I shook the table as I got up.